In the last century, Biloxi, Mississippi was the seafood capital of the world, and for many in this area it still is. Shrimping and crabbing is how so many people earn their livelihood. But not anymore. The docks and harbors are ghost towns. The Reverend Sherry Prestiman runs the Back Bay Mission in Biloxi. It's a United Church of Christ social outreach agency that helps the poor. Suddenly, there are so many more of them to help. Unemployment has skyrocketed just since the oil started spewing out of a well a mile deep in the ocean.
For a lot of people, particularly in an area like this, built around the seafood industry, it's not just that it's a livelihood, it is a way of life. And I don't know quite how to describe that.
Like farming.
To get there. That's right, like farming.
All along the Gulf, the harbors and docks are dead. At this marina we visited in Alabama, the harbor should look more like this, but instead it is just a series of empty slips. Business is down 80%.
The unknown has been our biggest fear because we don't know when they're going to get it stopped, if they're going to get it stopped, and especially if we get a hurricane.
At least they're still open, for now. Back in Mississippi, it's all but over.
I haven't worked in 2 weeks.
So now, folks like Jeff Herring wander the docks looking for a job and finding nothing.
Hopefully get some work today to help me support my family. Pretty much anything I can find.
It is affecting everyone.
Our hotels have been reporting 50% cancellations since the oil spill.
I shrimped and crabbed almost all my life.
From the generations of shrimpers like Mike Digerpont.
I'm done. What am I supposed to do? Now I got to go find a job somewhere doing something else.
To the Vietnamese families who settled here after the war.
There's no more fish, no more shrimp. My family love eating fish. It's just something my dad know how to do. And without shrimping, he don't know what else to do.
Back in the mission, Sherry Prestiman is on the front lines. She sees the effects early on. In fact, next summer, a group of Dublin kids will be going to the mission to help rebuild from Hurricane Katrina. Yes, it's still going on. There is block after block of empty fields where before Katrina a house, a business, a church once stood.
We're in an area and along a street that cuts straight through the heart of this community, and what we'll see as we go down is just a lot of barrenness.
In an area that still hasn't recovered from Hurricane Katrina, folks are claiming this oil spill is actually worse. It is a phantom they can't see.
This is a tough one to get your hands around because it's having an impact, but we as local citizens here have no way of really recovering from that or doing anything to control the impact of that.
We've had this one of the biggest natural man-made disasters, and then we had nature's in 2005, and then last year we had the economy. For most of the charter industry, that was their worst year they've ever had. It was my worst year in 25 years.
What's visible and felt very deeply for people here in Mississippi already, though, is the economic impact. The shrimpers who can't go out, and the shrimping season just started 2 weeks ago. This should be their high season where they're making all the money they're going to make in the year in the next few months. They're not going to make it this year. It is a way of life that's lost.